What if the most powerful currency in the world suddenly stopped being powerful? Imagine a world where the US dollar, the backbone of our global economy, starts to crumble. What would that even look like? For decades, the US dollar has been the world's main reserve currency. It's the standard for global trade, the benchmark for oil prices, and the foundation of international finance. More than half of all foreign currency reserves held by central banks are in US dollars. Essentially, it's the financial language everyone speaks. But what happens if that language starts to lose its meaning? If the dollar's value were to plummet, the first thing you'd notice is at the store, prices for everyday items would skyrocket. A gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, the gas in your car, everything would cost more. This is hyperinflation. Your savings, the money you've worked so hard for, would lose its buying power almost overnight. $100 might suddenly only buy what $10 used to. Businesses would struggle to price their goods, and the economy could grind to a halt. The shock waves wouldn't stop at our borders. Since the world relies on the dollar, a collapse would trigger a global financial crisis. International trade would freeze as countries scramble to find a new, stable currency to trade with. Stock markets from Tokyo to London would likely crash, and the value of investments everywhere would be in question. Nations that hold large reserves of US dollars would see their wealth evaporate. We could see a chaotic shift as countries rush to alternatives, like the euro, the Chinese yuan, or even assets like gold and cryptocurrency, creating a new, uncertain financial world order. For ordinary people, life would change dramatically and fast. International travel would become a luxury few could afford. Imported goods, from your smartphone to your favorite coffee, would become rare and expensive. Governments would face immense pressure to stabilize their economies, possibly leading to drastic measures like capital controls or issuing a new currency altogether. People would be forced to adapt, relying more on local goods and barter systems. Your financial plans, your retirement, your entire way of life, all of it would be thrown into chaos. So, the big question is, could this really happen? While a sudden, complete collapse is unlikely, history is filled with examples of dominant currencies that eventually faded away, from the Roman denarius to the British pound. Economic pressures like massive national debt, geopolitical shifts, and the rise of new economic powers are all factors that could erode the dollar's dominance over time. Experts are divided, but the conversation is happening. No currency is guaranteed to last forever. So what do you think? Could the US dollar fall one day, and what would you do to prepare? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this journey into a possible future interesting, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more what-if scenarios. Thanks for watching.